For years, since Steinhoff's share price crashed amid accounting fraud, hundreds of litigants will finally be compensated for their losses. Today, the High Court in the Western Cape granting the embattled retailer an order to settle claims worth 25 billion rand. The settlement proposal was already sanctioned in the Netherlands last year, where Steinhoff is domiciled. With former shareholders having dropped their opposition to the proposal, the court says there's no reason not to grant Steinhoff's request. It also means that the retailer staves off bids to have it liquidated. So it's a survival strategy somewhat. Our reporter, Lindsay Dentlinger, following the story for us, joining us now live from our Cape Town studios. Lindsay, very good afternoon to you. Just tell us, what does today's order actually mean for claimants?
Well, essentially what you've said there, Dan, after years of waiting, as you know, that share price plummeted significantly in 2017 when these accounting irregularities came to the fore and people lost thousands, if not millions. And so now finally there is a settlement on the table that they will be compensated. This is a compensation that they have agreed to. It follows months and months of meetings, both here in South Africa and in the Netherlands, to iron out exactly what would be just and justifiable compensation for them. So these are not figures that are new to them or that are imposed on them by a court. It's part of protracted negotiations with lawyers and other parties over many, many months. And so now the court has effectively given the company the go-ahead to start making these payments to people, and we understand that that settlement could become a done deal, in which effect the payments can start to be made as soon as the 15th of February, Dan.
Okay, so what's going to be happening next?
So essentially, all those who have tried to have the company liquidated, you will recall there was quite a battle going on last year. The former owners of Techie Town, they thought that the settlement deal was not a good idea. They wanted to see Steinhoff liquidated instead, but they have since reached an out-of-court settlement. And we heard in very brief proceedings before the Western Cape Division of the High Court today that those who had attempted to have the company liquidated will now drop any litigation that they were planning in this regard. It also means that the claimants who have agreed to the settlement proposal will now have no more rights in future to try to litigate against Steinhoff. So the company has avoided now being liquidated. They will start the process of making these payments. There are many different categories of claimants, and so we expect that once the time has elapsed for anybody to appeal this order that was granted by the High Court here in the Western Cape today, then the wheels will start turning to start making those payouts. As I said, it could start as soon as the 15th of February.
Thank you very much, Lindsay Dentlinger. They're live to us from our Cape Town studios. Still